good.
What's up, everybody? This is Christina, aka I'm Miss Chrissy. Though I have my husband Eric Thomas, along with Timothy Howell here. Okay, and he's gonna talk to us about life and dreams. And he's actually a basketball player overseas. And so we want to just inspire and encourage you if you have a dream or a goal to keep at it. So Timothy, why don't you introduce yourself to the people and let them know?
Yes, for sure. Thanks. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you guys for having me. It's definitely a blessing. My name is Timothy Howell. I graduated from Viewpoint School, private school in Calabasas, California, 2014. Also a recent graduate from Whitman College in class of 2018. And finishing up my master's at the University of Essex in the London, the United Kingdom, actually this month. So graduate class of 2020. So very excited about that. And also still a basketball player here to this day.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. So let the people know about, I just want you to tell your story because I actually saw you talking about just your journey, and it was so inspiring to me just to hear where you come from and how you were able to persevere and some of the things that you're into. So just give us some, just whatever piece of your story, obstacle that you've overcome, or just some of the challenges that you faced in even with your mindset, just staying positive.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I guess I'll take me back to the time where, obviously everybody goes through adversity. That's life. It's how you handle it and deal with those experiences. But I guess for me personally, I'll probably take me back to right after graduating from college at Whitman in 2018. That's the big question. You get hounded by, friends and family and, your parents, and what's next after those 4 years. And for me, I knew I've been playing basketball my whole life. It's something that's dear to me to this day that I'm still doing, that I wanted to continue to do that, if possible, maybe at the professional level. So just working that summer, trying to, get my name out there, getting my highlight tape, my resume, trying to talk to agents, former players that I know who are pros that have been through the process and the grind, going to showcases, all of that. I went through it. And I was very hopeful at the very start of it. And towards the end of the summer, when I had no offers and my agent wasn't, the person I thought it'd be for me, I thought about giving up. I literally just thought about leaving the gym, hanging up my shoes and just saying, this isn't for me. I thank God to this day that I didn't, because I wouldn't be here to this day. And just being able to just persevere. And I think the biggest thing, if I could give out to a lot of the people, is trusting the process, betting on yourself and believing in yourself more than anything. Sometimes God, he works in mysterious ways that we can't understand. It's about the timing. God's timing is very, very, it's very important. Sometimes as humans, instant gratification, we want things right now. You see it in social media. The next thing, you're scrolling on your page. You're looking to the next thing. Everyone wants the next big thing, but sometimes you got to just relax and just pray and talk to God and let him guide you. And as soon as I started to do that, I didn't even know God was even moving and opening doors for me at the moment when I was doing that. So during that next year, when I wasn't overseas yet, I was presented with an opportunity to go overseas the following, and that was God speaking to me. And he said, not only am I going to bless you with the dream of going to play professional overseas, I'm going to give you a master's education paid for as well.
Wow.
Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
He will do it.
Pay for
it. And after that, like I said, my mind, I wasn't even thinking of those levels. I was like, is this real? They have a literally program to go do that.
Right.
And now that I've been through the process, I would again advocate and stress to other young student athletes to go forth through the process. And if you have any questions, please add me on Facebook. I work with the management team to get student athletes out there, just a side piece, to go ahead and do that. I'd say it'd be beneficial to go forth with that process. But once I made that jump to go do it and you know, God was looking out for me, and it was a great experience. You know, I got to really grow as a person, see a new walk of life while continuing my education and doing the thing that I love that brought me over there while having that paid for. And still to this day, even when things are going on in our world with COVID, I was blessed with another opportunity from the current one of the guys that started this program. He played in Belgium semi-professionally and also had work opportunities as well, and got me in contact with an owner for a team here. And that's why I'm here today, playing and working for a club in Belgium, in Leuven, Belgium. So, you know, you just never know what God has in store for you. You know, just don't give up on your dreams, and just keep fighting for the thing that you love. But if it doesn't happen right away, it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen in a month. But that's what prayer is about, and that's life is. And then when you look back and you can overcome those obstacles in that battle, it's a lot sweeter, and you understand and you start to appreciate that. And like I said, God is first. I'm just trusting him. What's the next move, Lord? When you want me to move to the next one, I'm going with where he wants me to be, because I know he's got the best interest. And I think just continue to up my faith and just be positive, even through these times. I'm not shaken. God's got us. I'm not shaken by it.
That is so dope. How did you get your faith like that though? Like, for you to be so young, like, to me, it's rare to see somebody
As a young man.
Yes, with the faith. Like, where are the roots? Like, how did this happen?
Like I said, like my parents, and I say a lot of my mentors, my parents, and like, you know, it runs in the family. My grandmother, they, you know, all been, you know, in the preaching and in the church. I grew up at a young age, but I think as I started to get older and started to find God for myself, that's when my faith started to kick in. When we were down, we were out. And, you know, I would just kind of tell my mom, like, it's going to be okay. God's got us. He's going to make a way, you know. And she would kind of look at me like, my son's young and he's saying this stuff. Like, where is this coming? And I just always knew, and just kind of just stuck with that mindset, and just to be able to have that. And he's continuing to bless me and my family, and, you know, others that I pray for to this day too. So, you know, I guess it's just something that started from a young age. And as I got older, I started to experience it for myself, and I can have that personal relationship with God, and, you know, just move forward in the journey. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great. So God was talking to you and telling your mom it's going to be okay. And then whatever situation you guys were in, it was okay, because God already knew, hey, this young man believes in me at a young age, and he's going to go ahead and tell his mother, hey, it's going to be all right, Mom. But that's great, though. It's not that many young millennials out there who have faith in God. I mean, and especially at a young age, the age you was at, telling your mom that it's going to be all right. I mean, that's amazing right there, because most parents don't even have their kids in church, and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Especially at times right now, they have no idea that if you have God in your life, that's all you need. And you have a little bit of faith, like a mustard size of a mustard seed, it could go a long way. You know, you didn't know what God was doing in your life, because you thought you was just going to go ahead and play basketball. But God had something else for you, like, hey, I got something behind this door for you, and ain't nobody going to shut it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope.
So so where are you at? Where are you located now?
Right now I'm in Leuven, Belgium.
Is that Germany?
No, Germany is close. It's in Europe. I'm so bad with the demographics out here. It's not far from the United Kingdom, where I was actually last year, probably about 4 hours by train. But the languages they speak out here is Dutch, French, and German as well, in the Flemish area.
And how are you holding up with the pandemic? Like, what is it like over there right now? Because I know they had the vaccine in London.
Right. Yeah, London is doing a lot better now. I have friends to this day, you know, talking to them about it. But in Belgium, it started off okay, but the cases have risen. It's not looking too good at the moment. Our season currently actually is on a pause right now. I can't play. I can't practice with the team. I also coach the youth team for our organization. I can't coach them formally. Everything is digital right now. So yeah, it's rough in that sense, but I just try to keep myself positive. I still work out, work on my game. Obviously, I'm finishing up school. Try to talk to my family and my friends daily. Just try to do different things like that to keep myself in that positive mindset moving forward. Hopefully, things will change.
And you said a couple things that really stood out to me for the up and coming players that would like to get noticed or get a manager or find opportunities. It sounds like your success is strategic. You didn't just like do the bare minimum and then wake up and then now you're playing on a team. So what are the key pieces that you say that like up and coming players need in order to get noticed by the right people?
I mean, it's just like anything in life. Everything is about connections, right? The people the social capital you have. I say basketball and like any sports to play beyond college, even playing at the college level is a blessing because that percentage is very small. But to go and expand beyond that, I'd say having the right agents, and that's not always an easy thing. But for me personally, I would probably advise people to go get their masters and play basketball. Like I said, if you're out there listening, message me or I have, like I said, people that are literally having scholarships for people to the States to come in, get another degree and go see the world and play ball and you can be exposed to other opportunities because you're already out in Europe. It's so harder for young athletes from the States to come to Europe because you can only get so many import players to come over here. Right. And if you're not like a LeBron James or Zion Williamson type of player, and not everybody is, it makes that pool even harder to select from. But being able to come and like do the master's program with playing ball, whatever your sport is, those are ways to get you noticed. Because then once you're over here, there may be other surrounding teams that see, I like that player. Let's go have him play on this semi-pro team. We could pay him X, Y, and Z for the next coming months. You get what I'm saying? And then you can work your way up because there's money to be made out here. I'm telling you, there's so many different leagues and levels. Like there's not the same opportunities in the States. There's NBA or there's G League, and that's it. Any other league you're playing for, being honest with you, is $0 and 0 cents. There's money to be made over here. I promise that. I'm living that. I'm living that.
So I know with the receipts. Come on, let the people know.
You know what? God is your agent. That's what He did for you.
Yeah.
God is your agent.
So that's the advice I would offer. Like I didn't know until I actually got out here and started to figure out how it was gonna work, and now I can start to see it.
Wow, that is so dope. Oh my God, he said it's money to be made.
It's money to be made.
Yes.
My little dream vision board dropping and everything.
Yeah.
Like, that's the holy
euros, pounds, what you want to call it. whatever it is, it's here. It's definitely here. Wow. And we'll have the advantage because, obviously playing from the States to here, basketball and like that is more developed. So you're going to stand out too. When you come, you're going to stand out. 100%.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see, this is stuff that people don't know because we're over here and then most of the players are over there. And then it's like a lot of people, there's like a lot of talent, but we don't know the steps.
A lot. That's the thing where I try to tell some of my teammates out here. I was like, you guys don't even understand the blessing that's here to you guys. That's just something else. I'm like, guys don't have those opportunities. I know so many talented players that could come over here right now and probably average 50, 60 points and just collecting that at the end of each month. But like I said, it's in the States. It's either you get drafted or you have go to the G League or you have a shot to get drafted.
Right.
But it's not like there's semi-pro levels to where it's like, all right, here's thank you for your time. Here's an extra 500, 600 a month. Here's a bonus for that win for that game. Here's another 100.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not. And then obviously the higher up you go, the more benefits and things that come with it. We don't have that in the States, right?
Limited.
That's what I can hear to attest to that. Like, it is real. That's for sure is real.
Wow,
that's great. So we got the inside scoop from a professional ball player that other young millennials, if they want to pursue their dream in basketball coming out of high school, like the NBA is not, and the G League is not the only two, but you have more options overseas. That's great.
A lot more options, and especially if you want to further your education. Like I said, master's program, as soon as that opportunity was presented to me, I jumped on that with the quickness.
Now,
what are
you getting your master's in? And you said something about a liberal arts degree. I saw a video. So tell us about that. Tell us about what you're going for in the diversity of the liberal arts.
Yeah, so with the liberal arts degree, I studied at Whitman College. My major was sociology. It's different in the sense that when you get your major and your degree, it's not like you have to go into one field. Like, for example, one of my old college coaches, who was an assistant at Whitman, he went to Whitman as well. He got his degree in sociology and I think film. And then he worked as an assistant coach, and now he's making money at Royal University as a head coach.
Wow.
And someone would say, but hey, Tim, he majored in film and sociology is the study of human interaction. How is he a basketball coach now for a college program? Well, it's because it's the arts and the practices that are involved with the major that can help you. It's not like, okay, this is the one track. You know, like, for instance, like, all right, I'm a politics major. I have to go to law school, and now I'm a lawyer. You can go into any different field you want because of the skills that are embodied in that degree. You know, these are the things I talked with my coaches about as well. Another one of my coaches, sociology degree. He's a high school basketball director of operations, got 2 programs, AAU programs, and is a coach.
Wow.
And someone would be like, but he majored in sociology. It doesn't matter. He could have majored in geology and did the same thing because he got that piece of paper at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And there's certain skills from the degree that you have that can get you into the door, right? So I think that's what a liberal arts education offers versus, you know, not saying that another track is a wrong way to go. It's just, it broadens it and diversifies your field, really.
It really does. I think that sometimes people are so quick to like jump on stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I think your journey is different because it's like you're trusting God and he's showing up and he's showing out and he gave you so much favor. It's like he's paying you to learn. He's paying for your education and he's lifting you up and raised you up as an example and as a voice for players. Because I know sometimes they get discouraged sometimes.
Of course.
Man.
Of course, yeah.
So you're a walking testimony
Yeah.
as well because you get to go ahead and see the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you in Belgium, so you get some waffles. You know the good stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Tell us about the waffles.
Tell us about the waffles. Are really good?
The waffles are good. The waffles are good.
Oh man,
I had some last week. Put some caramel on it. The waffles are really good. I like the fries here too. Big on the fries.
Wow.
And the waffles and the chocolate. So
what?
Yeah. It's big.
Okay.
It's big. Man. It's good though. It's good. Yeah.
So how has social media impacted your career as a ball player?
It's been very positive, you know, and I look up to a lot of, you know, ball players like LeBron James, and not only that they're athletes, I like the work they do off the court because I feel like you can have a positive message, whether that be with your faith, political views, what's going on in the world with race relations and, you know, systematic racism. There's so many outlets and information that people can learn from. We can learn from each other. It's not just about the cute selfies and all that, you know, that stuff's cool, but for me, I like to use my voice and my platform for positivity and to spread that and knowledge. And I like to also see other people that are doing the same and spread that same knowledge as well and learn from others and be inspired by others as well. So for me, social media, like I said, I use it as a positive platform myself, not just about my life and pictures, but how can I help others? I think that's, why I'm here as well, to make a difference and leave a legacy and an impact. So yeah, it's been great.
So you was pretty good in college. You averaged over close to 20 a game, right? You was like 18.8.
Yeah,
I checked you out. Yeah, I did. I saw you. Your game high was like 35 or something.
Yeah, I think in college it was 40. I think at Whitman it was 40. Okay. And then in London last year that game actually was ordained by God. I'll talk about that as well too. I had 53.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 53.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Man.
Yeah.
That was a good night.
That was in London last year. It was a home game.
Did you guys win?
So that was a lot of fun. We won it. Oh yeah. I set out to have it that game, but like I said, something came over me. And like I said, I believe it was God. I told my friends and my mom, I was like, he's gonna do it this one, and everybody's just gonna blow it up. And then it just, because it wasn't me. I felt like it wasn't really me out there. I was just doing stuff, and I was like, this just came over me. It was supposed to happen on it. So stuff like that, that speaks to you, and you'd be like, it's moving in the spirit. You can feel it. I felt it. I'll never forget that day. It was surreal. Not just because I scored 53, but it was something that was moving and motivated by the work that was put in. So, it's pretty cool, and stuff like that pays off. That's really cool to see that.
Okay. So you went to a small school. What was it like going to a small school instead of going? I'm sure you wanted to go to a big school and play.
Yeah.
Did you have any other college offers to go to a big school?
So my process, I was, I always like to say I'm an underdog. I still, unto this day, always got the chip on my shoulder. But I went to a small school. I had Cornell called me, Ivy League school.
Oh, wow.
Princeton, I think they sent me a letter, small interest. Occidental College, another small school. I think a Patriot League school. But for me, when people ask me, would you do it all differently? Because they're like, I know you could play at the D1 level, bigger school. I tell them to this day, no, I wouldn't. I said, because Whitman was for me. Mm-hmm. You have to find your fit, whether it's D1, D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO to, NCSAA. You have to find your fit. And a lot of players, I feel like they get down on themselves and get discouraged. They don't make D1. They think that they're nothing and don't make it. Like, those are life-changing experiences and opportunities. Take advantage of them. Mine just happened to be a D3 in Little Walla Walla, Washington at Whitman. And looking back at that time, and that's 4 years, on and off the court, one of the greatest experiences of my life that I would never change. The people I met, the fans, the community, the classroom experiences, obviously on the court. I mean, we were almost national champions after my 4 years. That's something that's special to this day. So that was my life-changing opportunity. So you have to find your life-changing opportunity, whatever that may be, and capitalize on it. And don't compare yourself to other people. If another person went somewhere else, hey, yes, that's great. That's amazing. That's where you were supposed to be. God wanted you there. He wanted me somewhere else. I don't need to go compare myself to you on that. That's why I tell him I would never change it again. Would not change it.
Because
that was right where I was supposed to be.
Because Cornell and Princeton, that's good schools. Like, they go.
Yeah.
Like Princeton goes to the NCAA tournament. You know what I'm saying? Cornell, they're in the middle. They're not too bad, but that's great. What made the college you went to stand out more than Cornell and Princeton?
It was the interest. I mean, I got a call from Cornell twice and one letter to come to their league camp. I got one letter from Princeton to come to the camp. But Eric Bridgeland, my old former Whitman coach, I was getting letters every week. He was at my games. He flew out to come see me, took me out to eat, workouts. I mean, the end of the summer, I got back from traveling from AAU season, and he's on the phone with me, trying to recruit me, talking about the scholarship opportunities. He flew out to go see my, my senior night basketball game. He's in contact with my high school coach. text messages checking on me just on my official visit, just feeling that love. And I just knew I was supposed to be there, and obviously he was giving me the signs as well throughout the whole year. The whole year he was saying, this is where you need to be. And I was like, Mom, this is where I'm going to be. I wrote that on my board, my goals. I'm going to be there. So December 21st hit, 2014. That's when I made my early decision commitment. I knew I was about to be there. And it ended up being the best decision one of the best decisions of my life. So,
wow,
yeah.
Great. That's good to say, because when you have the big schools look at you, well, Prince is not a big school, but it's
right.
school recognized for basketball, and Cornell too. But this is great because when you have younger people in a generation that coming up, it doesn't always have to be a big school. It could be a small school, because the small school you went to, and plus God had intervened in it too as well. And I'm sure you prayed and, fast and saying, God, what should I do? That's great that you have to go ahead and put God first, because a lot of students, athletes, they just go ahead and just, I'm going to a big school. They don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's not always good to go to a big school.
The grass is not always greener.
No.
I was naive when I was about 15 and 16, and I was in the hype, looking at what the articles were saying and trying to compare myself. That wasn't the way to go for it. And then once I actually changed my mentality and said, there's a chance for me to go get my education paid for, play basketball, sport I love, for 4 years, and have a great time doing it. I'm going to go where that opportunity is, instead of trying to go and chase something that wasn't for me. Those other schools weren't for me.
Right.
It wasn't. So why am I going to go chase something that's not for me?
That's a whole word right there. That is a whole word. Chasing something is not for me. I'm sorry, I'm having church over here.
It's not to ever put anybody's dreams down, but if that was going to be for you, I guarantee you those opportunities, they're going to come. They will come and be presented to you. They will. And we just have to be willing and accept that and know which ones, because like I said, everyone's going to have their opportunity. You just have to know when to capitalize on it. And as I get older now, I'm starting to get the knowledge. I know that now, and that's why I love sharing it with the younger generation and giving back to them and giving them the resources and knowledge and maybe encouragement that I didn't have growing up, because I was worried about comparing myself to this ideology and this notion of I have to be at this school, I have to get this amount of likes, I have to be with this crowd of people, and it's got to be all this. Nah, totally different now. Mindset totally different.
Wow, that's great. That's a powerful message right there that you just said.
Now, you talked about the kids, and I saw that in a video where you spoke about how the kids were reaching out to you and it really touched you. And then you also spoke about athletes using their platforms for the good and using their platforms in order to raise awareness. Do you see yourself like partnering with any nonprofit organizations? Are you currently partnered with organizations and outreaches for kids, or are you considering like starting one? Because I think the kids really need guidance.
Right. Like I said, I love working with kids. I've thought about that so much, and I'm a part of different alumni associations and different groups that, like I said, that spread awareness for different things. And I've worked with nonprofit organizations in Walla Walla with mentoring kids. And like I said, I like a lot of the kids to follow my Instagram because I feel like I can share something positive. I still check in on some of them that I have mentored in the past and, that I've worked with. So I definitely am open to that. And I hope that one day I can either partner up or maybe have my own. I think that would be really beneficial because the kids really need that. And specifically in the areas to where, low income areas where they don't have those role models. Because I've also played and worked in Stockton, California. And let me just tell you, a lot of those kids, they don't have the same opportunities to some of the schools that I went to, but they just don't know and have the knowledge. They're so smart. and they have the tools and they're athletic, and you know the world is, you know, their oyster. But I think they need people, you know, like us to be able to show them that they can go do it and have a voice. So yeah, I definitely would love to do that work.
Well, God is definitely using you, so you could go ahead and give back to your community and, you know, give knowledge to the kids in the different organizations that you're at right now. I mean, I think that's
Right.
great. You know, you're a vessel for them. You know, that's a ministry right there.
Right.
You have a very powerful testimony, and I just want to say, I'm just congratulations to everything, to your upcoming graduation, to the path, to the open doors, to everything that God is doing for you and with you. We want to celebrate you because sometimes it's hard to find. Like the higher you go, the celebrating gets like low sometimes. So I just want to let you know that we are very proud of you and what God is doing, and excited to see what He's gonna do in the future. And so,
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I appreciate it.
I'm excited for you too, Bad. You know, that we could go ahead and do this interview, that other people, young people could go ahead and see this as well, you know, and hopefully they could go ahead and follow your footsteps as well in your path, so they could go ahead and be a vessel as well.
Yeah.
And they could go ahead and see the world. You know, not many people like you get to go ahead and see the world and have a free education and do what you love to do and playing basketball. Yeah, that's great.
And get the Belgian
waffles. You can't forget
the waffles. She wants to come get the waffles. She's ready.
Right.
She's like, I want to come get it. Yeah.
Right.
And
the fries.
Okay.
With the
And
carb.
the fries.
And the
fries
carb.
too. Yeah.
I love me some fries.
Hey, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys will like it then, especially with the fries and y'all be probably eating on it all day.
That's all we're going to eat probably is the waffles, okay?
The people get tired. They're going to be like, they
back again. So could you get the waffles and fries? Is that a good combination? Like chicken and waffles?
No,
carbs though.
It's like separate. So like for instance, if I go to like a fry shop, they call it fritu. So they just give you, like, let's say you get a small fry. Their smalls are large because they love them. So they just gonna dump a bunch of the fries and the grease and the salt and then put some extra on it, and that's a small. So I just got to get small,
right?
Because that's a large for me. The large is the whole. You got a week worth of fries, and then the waffles.
Wow. We got to get our life together, babe.
Get the waffles.
The waffles.
Yeah, so it's. You know, but I will say this: they don't have the Roscoe's chicken and waffles though. They ain't got that though. They ain't got the chicken on the side.
They got the chicken on point, right? But they got the fries though.
Fries and the waffles.
They got the fries though.
They're missing the chicken.
I'm just missing the chicken part. That's it.
That's all you need, and you think you back home, right?
Yeah. Hey,
put some hot sauce on it. Man.
Yes. Okay.
The Roscoe's on Tabasco.
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out to speak to us. And whenever you are working on anything, you have a home here. We're gonna play this on the radio station. It's an internet radio station. Just to inspire people, especially the athletes, because they go through. A lot of people don't talk. Like I feel like with COVID, a lot of people are talking about mental health now and about how it's important to be centered and it's important to have a certain mindset. And so I think with athletes, like the musicians go through it, and it's like highs and lows. And I think that's why it's so important to have God in the equation.
It is. It's very important because, like I said, when these times, you know, when these tough times come, it's good to have them, but it's good to have them always. Praise them when you up and when you're down. There's always something to be thankful for. But you're right, the mental health with the athletes and musicians and artists, it definitely, you go through the highs and lows. So, you know, I just always, if I ever start to feel some type of way, just sit back and pray and think about the things that I'm thankful for. And someone may not have what I have, and try to just keep my mindset up, and then, you know, try to give back. I'm trying to maybe give back this holiday season if I can out here. I'm trying to research and, you know, see if there's any organizations that I can help with, you know, just helping people out for sure during this season while I'm away from my family as well.
Well, that's great. I'm
Yeah.
sure your mother and your parents are proud of you.
Yes. Okay.
I'm sure you're like a celebrity in your area, right? With the
Was that?
you're like a celebrity in your area, right? Where you live at with the youth that you be working with.
Oh yeah, here. I mean, this is the. I think this is the club said the owner of my team said this is the first time they've ever had an American for this organization. So
Oh
you know,
wow.
the kids, it's been a great experience with them, and they're doing well and learning so much. And you know, it's funny because they speak Dutch, but some of them speak a little English, so that that dynamic is also fun working with the parents and also my teammates as well. But it's been nothing but love at that end with them. You know, it's a dream come true. I never thought I would ever be here one day. I just thought it had to be NBA,
Right.
you know, but now I get to say I'm living a dream in another way, but it's mine.
Look
It
at
could,
Yep.
you know,
Then you can learn a language, different language too, as well.
exactly. Yeah. Dutch might take some time. It's a really
Sounds
difficult
like it's
language,
gonna take
but
some time.
it's going to take some time, you know, especially once I start to get a little more free time, but it's for sure, you know, you just growing and expanding your mind. I think this was perfect, especially during this time of COVID, to just get back outside my comfort zone and come back to Europe and, you know, just see another walk of life. It's just been great.
Right.
now. How are you? Okay, this is one question that I was asking him earlier. Like, how are you doing the church thing? Because you know they shut the churches down.
Yeah.
So how are you getting like your word and stuff?
I do a lot of online churches. I found some actually even during the quarantine when I was back home. I think it was Church on the Way. I just find different ones. I have my Bible everywhere I go. I always have my Bible. Take it out and read scriptures. Just praying. A lot of it is personal relationship. Praying, obviously, it's not the same of having like that community that I'm missing right now. But just being strong, just like I said, just being strong in my faith. Just me and God, or my own personal relationship. And then it's always helpful having my mom and my sisters and my dad praying for me, and I'm praying for them, and sending the positivity back towards all the people I'm in contact with. So that's always great, knowing that God is still looking out for us, even in the midst of everything that's going on. He's still looking out for us.
Wow.
Well, that's great.
You did a good job. I like him.
You like, yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Well, thank you, babe. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you guys for having me here. It's been great.
You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it very much for you to respond, and that's a blessing right there, because before I go ahead and contact people or reach out to them, I pray, So I had a good feeling with you because you have God first on your Facebook, and I think that was great, and I think that was like a sign right there, okay, he's a God-fearing man, and I just went ahead and sent you a message, and I appreciate you very much. Don't take that for granted.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If you guys in the future, have any ideas or, plan to work together or just want to have another interview, I'd love to be able to send resources. Again, if I can make an impact and help change other people's lives, that's what I feel like I'm here for to do, especially people that are in my same shoes that are coming up. I would love to give them resources because I know it's not easy.
Right.
And I'm just now starting to get a hold of this process, and I would love to just be a voice for them. So I hope that they're out listening. Please, like I said, I'm a friendly guy. Message me on Facebook, add me.
How do we how they gonna find you? How we can find you?
Just on, like I said, on Facebook, if you just type in Timothy Felix Howell III, Instagram, Tim_Howell 3, so lowercase, so TIM_HOWELL 3. Add me, follow me, and feel free to message me. We can have a conversation. I talked to a lot of different people about, a lot of these things as well. And I have a lot of great support and other people that are doing the same things as well. And they have their voices too. And if I don't have the answers, I can also connect them with other people that may have a better answer and maybe better suited. So have that network as well.
That's great. Well, if you have anybody in mind that has a good testimony and, who's a God-fearing person and stuff, shoot me a message on Facebook, and if they want to do an interview, just tell them.
For sure.
Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, definitely. Some people are coming to my mind now. Actually, I might try to see if my sister might be able to get on. She's in China right now, teaching children for a program in English. So I might try to message her and see if she has some time.
Okay.
I'll reach out to her. And she's done great work with especially the Black Lives Matter movement at her college, doing great film work, and she's a voice as well, strong woman. So I'll reach out and see if she'd be willing to do something like this as well.
Okay, appreciate it.
Well, I got one last question.
Wait. The Belgian waffles are probably better than the seafood where she at right now, right? Because I don't think the...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Belgian waffles, like that's probably out of all the, I think even over the fries, I might take waffles. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Must be good.
I like waffles too. So what makes the waffles so good over there compared to the United States?
So they're just like, it's fresh. So it's warm. You go to like the waffle stand, and then they have like sugar on it, and then you can put, like I said, chocolate or caramel or whipped cream. Like it's a big thing. I like it. Like I said, I'm starting to like it. I never thought I would like it the way I'm just thinking, waffles in the morning,
right.
Lego waffles, some syrup or whatever. But I'm like, no, that's a delicacy. It's a delicacy, man. So, yeah.
Okay, what about the fries? How they compare to the ones here in the United States, like Burger King, McDonald's?
I think they're thicker, kind of like closer to steak fries.
Okay.
There's more of them. And then if you get like the special sauce, which I haven't tried yet, my friend, they have to take me to get the proper ones because I don't think I got the special sauce. So this sauce, you could put the onions and the different type of seasoning on it. I think that will make it even better. So I still have to go ahead and do that myself. So, yeah.
Now, one last question. You said something about social currency. And I kind of wanted to go into that, like the importance of it, because I think that sometimes, especially now, we have phones and smartphones, and they can connect us in a way. But I think there's a similarity between like the music industry and sports, because there's certain things that just can't happen unless God opens up those relationships. Like when you were saying, what made you make your decision with the coach? It was the fact that he followed up with you, and the fact that you could tell that he really cared. So I just want you to just elaborate a little bit on the importance of fostering and nurturing those types of relationships.
Yeah, it's very important with the connections and relationships that you build with people, and just using the spirit and discernment and praying. You'll know, you're going to meet good people, you're going to meet bad people. But the people that I feel like the people that God is trying to use in your life to help elevate you and vice versa, those are the ones that you go with. Don't just go with, the what's in or what people, the society, social norms that people think this is the way that you should live your life and go. No, go with where the voice of God was. So I tell people, Whitman didn't have to do with being D3 or small school. It had to be because it was God. And he opened up those doors. During that senior year, he opened up doors for admission officers to come to my area to have in-person interviews. He opened up that door for that coach to be right there at that right time at my games, scouting me right when he did. I didn't have that with Cornell and Princeton. So why would I go where that opportunity and God's not speaking to him? He's saying, because I could have went another way, but he's saying, look, I'm presenting this to you.
Ooh,
wow.
Walk into it.
Yeah.
Walk into it.
That's powerful.
It's here for you. Walk into that. He's good because he's gonna give us opportunities, especially with your work. When you put in your work, they will be presented, and we have to be, like I said, patient. I was a bit impatient, but once I start to get patient and just be still and trust and continue to put in the work, he presented it, and I walked through that door. And then once you walk through that door, He's going to present it again, keep working, you walk through the next one. And when he closes it, is another thing is important too. As soon as he comes in, he closes that door. You don't go back in that door because he's going to go open up another one.
Yep.
Once that door is closed and it's time for you to leave it, it's time.
Wow.
You had your season with it, and then you walk into the next season. And like I said, it comes with life and experience. And now as I'm starting to see that.
Wow, that's
you
great.
are a wise man.
He's a wise young man.
Yeah,
he got some old soul. He got like an old soul.
Yeah. He's laughing at us. Yeah, I like that. That meant I'm gonna have to listen to this again.
Yeah, that was powerful. Might have to listen to that in the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. It's almost, can you believe it's almost been 50 minutes?
50 minutes.
Yeah, it seemed, like I said, I was having so much fun talking to you guys. It didn't even seem like it. So it's like,
yes.
You did it right.
You guys have been, like I said, been great host of the interview, having fun with it. So it's been great.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And God bless you. And we're going to wrap this thing up. So, thank you guys for tuning in. And we will have him back again. Mr. Timothy Howell has been a blessing to our lives again. This is Christina, a.k.a. I'm Miss Chrissy, though. My husband, Eric Thomas, and we have Mr. Timothy Howell with Street Church Music. Yeah, let's go. We're going to see you next time.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. God bless you guys.
You too.
Yep.
Don't hang
Bye-bye.
up.
Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Oh.